Hi guys, this is Gus from Behringer and we have a brand new firmware update for the X32 digital mixers. Version 4.0 brings 3 new major features. Feature number 1, no more routing in blocks of 8. You can now route individual inputs and outputs. Feature number 2, remote setup for personal monitoring systems. And with this I can give you a sneak peek on a brand new system from Midas. And feature number 3, we completely overhauled the user interface. Looks really nice now. 1000 little and big enhancements. The main feature is of course routing of individual inputs and outputs. Let me quickly show you how it works. But first take a look at the improved user interface. The text is much bigger and easier to read, the contrast is better, it's much clearer which settings are active, and the darker color scheme is especially nice if you work in a dark venue. This screen should look familiar, and of course you can still set up I/O in blocks of 8 because this is fast and convenient for multiple channels. But if you scroll down the list you will find the new user blocks. Let's select one and move over to the user block page. Now here we have multiple blocks for the inputs and for the outputs, and every user block allows individually assigned inputs and outputs. For example, let's choose our input 9 to 16 and assign something. For example, let's stick with input 9 and 10, but then maybe use some inputs from USB. Or let's select the TalkBack microphone. You are now completely free to choose whatever you like. For example, you could use the TalkBack as an input. You could group keyboards that come in over analog and over USB together. Plus, now the X32 will also output the channels in the same order. The tab bar on top is now sorted. Blocks contain all the pages where you continue to select I/O in blocks of 8. And patch contains all the pages where you select individual I/O, including the new user blocks page. With the new firmware, you're even more flexible now. If you like, you can completely ignore the new feature and continue working in blocks of 8. You could use it selectively on certain inputs and outputs. You could switch it completely over to individual routing, or you could see these new user blocks as presets for certain configurations. Now let's talk personal monitoring. This is the new DP48 from Midas. It's a personal monitoring system for 2 musicians, so they can set up their own individual mix on stage. But doing a mix with a lot of channels is of course a huge task. And with the new firmware, you can do this task or prepare the task for the musician. So you can set up the mix, for example, take the front of house mix as a starting point, select the order of channels, group channels, name channels, and then with a single click copy the whole setting over to the DP48, and from there the musicians can refine their settings. So if you're interested in the DP48 and want to learn more, check out the Midas YouTube channel. They will have a video coming out shortly with more details. The new firmware will work on all models, so from the X32 Rack version up to the big mixer. Your existing scenes will continue to work, and you can now go to Behringer.com. It's a free download. So check out the new features, check out the new user interface. Let us know in the comments what you think. Please like and subscribe. Talk to you soon. Bye bye und au revoir.